Okay, recording is in progress. Hi, Ben.
Hi, it has been a long time.
It has been a long time. Have you been?
Things have been all right. It's been hectic at work. Board gaming has been stressful at the shop, and yeah, been getting a couple new games to review here and
Nice.
there, and just been
But work's been busy?
work's been steady enough. I've been taking on basically all the events for the location I'm at. So I'm in charge of all that, plus all the front end stuff. Plus, I'm in charge of being the sports card person, the board game person, the magic person,
Oh,
and the Pokemon person.
so you're just the person.
I'm the person, I do everything except comics, which now I'm starting to do comics as well.
So soon you'll be the whole person.
I'm kind of like the face and the front face where everyone's just kind of behind the scenes.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool though. I mean, at least you guys are busy.
It's been all right. Our Duluth store has been picking up there in the mall, so that's going to be a little bit more traffic than us, which is just a separate building.
Oh, are you guys in the strip mall?
We are not. We have our own building.
Oh, it's just kind of a standalone, not with
Yeah,
anything around it. Nice.
yeah.
So I heard you played Gloom.
Yes.
I played that a long time ago, so you'll have to refresh my memory first on how you play it. I think you're trying to
Okay.
kill the other family or something, though, right?
You're trying to kill off your own family, actually.
Oh, your own family. Okay,
Yeah.
so first, how do you play the game?
So Gloom is a sort of like Addams Family style game in which you have your own family and you are trying to make them as miserable as possible before you kill them off. You want to give them the lowest lifetime happiness before you ultimately kill them off.
You want to make them unhappy?
Yes, you
And
want
how
to
do you
make
do
them.
that?
You have these modifier cards. Here, I'll show you some. Here, there are some modifier cards that add happiness to you, or unhappiness. Like this one was pierced by porcupines, and you can see here there's different spots here for pluses and minuses, and those will, yeah.
And do those the -10, does that mean they're getting unhappy?
Yes.
Okay.
The further into the negative you go, the less happy they are. You want to
The
have
more miserable they are.
Yes, the more miserable you are, and you want to have them as miserable as possible before you ultimately kill them off.
So the goal is to make your family miserable and kill your family off, not your opponents.
Yes.
Nice.
And you can also play these modifier cards on your opponent, like landed on a legacy, which makes them rich, and you can play positive things too on your opponent's families to make them more happy.
Oh. Yes. So you're making your family miserable and you're trying to make your opponent's family happy.
Yes. But yes. Yes, and there's also there's 3 slots on each, and then you can, by playing one over top of the other, it covers up the previous card's effects. Oh, I'm not moving my camera, but my camera's moving itself.
It's kind of following the movement of what you're doing, it looks
like. Yeah, I see that.
That's kind of interesting that it does. I mean, it's kind of cool it does that.
Yeah. But you got kind of these oddball characters here, like the starry-eyed serial killer, or the disturbed handyman.
And are those your family members that you're showing us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like there's the hound. And everyone has one family. It plays up to 4, but there's also a variant where you can play with a 5th player, and where each of the other 4 players just have to give you one of their family members to play as.
Okay.
So if you wanted to play a 5th player, then everyone's just giving you one of their 5 family members, and you are using those family members to make your own misfit family.
So each family has 5 members?
Yes.
Okay.
except for in the 4 to 5 player game.
So
They
if you're
play with 4.
playing 4 players, you're all playing with a 5-person family. But if you're playing with 5 players, you're all playing with a 4-person family.
So
And then
4 players, yeah.
and
Yeah,
then the
so 4
fifth
players.
person, do they just take cards from everybody so they have kind of a combined family?
Yes.
Okay.
And like 1 to 3 player game, you play with all 5 family members, and 4 and 5 players, each person only plays with 4.
Oh, okay. Nice. And how many players have you played it with?
I have played it with 5. I've played it at 4. I've played it at 3 a long time ago, and I've also played it at 2 a couple times a while back.
And which number do you feel played the best?
I think it plays best at 4 players.
Okay.
4 is probably the best. Each player has 4 family members, and so it's less family members for you to have to keep track of. Whereas with 3 players, you're doing a lot of turns trying to get all 5 family members dead. Because you can only, and you can also there's death cards, untimely death cards, and you get 2 actions on a turn, and only one of those actions can be to kill off a family member. You can't kill off more than 1 family member in a.
And is it a death card that you have to play, or can you kill off your or do you kill off? So there's 2 ways to kill off your family members: a death card, or just to make them as miserable until they get to a certain number. Right?
No, you always have to kill them off when they're miserable. You always have to play these untimely death cards, which are like, say they're eaten by bears, or they were baked into a pie, or really badly burned.
Yeah, do you have to explain how you do that? So like if you're gonna play bake in a pie on me,
Yes.
do you then kind of like role play a little bit so that because how are you going to get me into a pie? I mean, I like to eat pie, but the odds are you're not going to be able to just get me to go get baked in a pie.
Yeah, so you want to, as much as possible, role play, tell the story of it, because that is the most of the joy of the game, is telling the whole story of it. So when you play a card, you're going to want to say, hey, such and such died without cares. How did they die? Such and such. You just tell that whole story of that event.
That sounds like a really cool game. I've played it once and it was so long ago. I barely remember it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a fun game. So what did you think of it? Like the mechanics and the fun level and all that. What do you think of it?
So I thought that the clear cards, that was a really neat idea. I know there's a couple other games that have done that same thing. Like Canvas is another one. I think Mystic Veil does that same thing.
And that's so you can kind of make up your own card, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I like that a lot. I do think that this game can be group dependent, because you do want to have people that you're playing with that want to tell the story, role play the game, versus just here, I play this card, this thing happens. You want to have people that get more into the story of the game.
So it works better with people who want to role play a little bit.
Yes, and tell the story versus being so serious about actually winning the game and not caring about the actual storytelling of the game itself.
Okay, so you feel it's very story driven.
I think so. I think you can have fun playing just playing the cards, but you're going to want to role play this story as much as you can, because you're going to get more laughter out of that than you will out of the actual playing of the cards.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to play it with our play group. One of us has the game, I know it. So
yeah.
So we'll have to check, and we'd like to role play, so we'll check it out.
Yes.
So and I like on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you recommend it to people?
So I give this game a 7 out of 10 for the gameplay itself, and for the actual like role play. Like, it can go all the way up to an 8 if you have the right group.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good rating then. Okay.
Yeah, but the game itself, I gave a 7 out of 10.
Okay, but that's still a good rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to go too high. Like I said, this game is sent to me for review from the nice folks at Atlas Games over in Proctor, Minnesota, and they visit the local game stores in my area quite frequently and talk to us, whatever. But I try not to let that affect my rating too much.
Oh, you don't want to be biased
No.
or discriminatory, I guess.
Yeah.
And so what game do you give like a solid 10 to? Have you ever given a game a solid 10?
So tens I'm really hard on. I have one or two tens. Usually it's like expansions that I'll give tens to.
Oh,
I will give, yeah, but like Wingspan, Wormspan, I'll give those tens. And I have a couple 9.5s that I give, but I try to stick to nine or lower for most things because I'm really trying hard not to give things tens.
just because you don't feel they deserve the 10 or because you're just trying to not just be nice or whatever.
Yeah, I try and reserve tens for the best of the best.
Okay. And you think
Whereas,
Wingspan is one of the best of the best.
yes, and Sharita will give games tens on the first play just because she really enjoys that first play. And then she will, after a couple plays, she'll be like, "Oh, maybe isn't this isn't a 10 after all. It's more like an 8 or a 7." Or so I try not to get to that point where I'm like, "This game's a 10 out of 10," and then immediately have to take that back.
I'll have to see what I start. I don't know when I'm playing games. I mean, I've obviously been playing a lot of Magic because Bloom
Yeah.
came out. And so
Yeah.
we got the 4 commander decks, and our next round that we play has to be the raccoons versus the birds, because so far the raccoons and the birds have won with the other decks. So now it's like, well, now let's put the best of the best together. But I don't remember when the last time I played a board game was. But next month I know we're doing a board game night because it's my birthday. I'm like,
Yes.
I gotta play a board game, and we gotta play Magic. So and we're going to Dragon Con, and there's a whole gaming area. So hopefully I'll get to maybe play some games and I can review some or whatnot. So
yeah. And then there's BGA.
yeah, yeah, that's kind of difficult for me at times because it's hard for me to get the mechanics done and how to play a board game online.
Sure. Yeah, you just watch how to play it, and that's what I do is I just watch how to play it, and then I'll try it on BGA.
Explore that a little bit more. So
yeah.
But yeah. So what other games have you been playing that you're like wanting to be like give a shout out to?
So Gnome Hollow is another one that I've been playing quite a bit. Sharita and I have been playing a new game that came out in the last couple weeks, also called River Valley Glassworks. It's a game where it has different shape and color glass pieces, and you are placing them on a river, and then you get a tile, and then you get to take glass from an adjacent tile and place it into your glass display. And you want to collect rows and columns of different colors of glass.
Interesting. I think you showed me the gnome one, but I don't know that you've shown me. Did you put that on our page? The glass one? Did you put that on the Facebook?
No.
No. Okay.
I have not put that one on there yet.
Okay. So I haven't seen that one yet then. Okay. That's what I thought. I knew the gnome one sounded familiar though.
Yeah. So we got a review coming for that soon. But
so we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, there's so much stuff having to record. We gotta record her and I's top tens very soon.
And then the 3 of us should get on a call soon.
Yes.
Yeah. So that we could meet online, and then we can talk games one of these days. So we'll have to get scheduled.
I was hoping today, but then she had to go into work early.
Oh, work gets in the way of everything fun. I mean, imagine how many more games we could play if we didn't have to work.
I know, that's what I'm trying to tell her. Like, we just need to just get monetized, and then we can start playing games as our job.
There you go. That would be good.
Or like my work, we're kind of going away from board games.
Oh,
but they're just not selling as well in the shop anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, so we're kind of doing away with those and focusing more on comics and sports cards.
Well, that's good. Those are still doing good.
Yeah. Our Duluth store is doing well with Magic and Pokemon, but our location hasn't gotten too big of a crowd. There's a couple other shops in the area that do a little bit better with their gaming events.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know the area, so I don't know what you guys can do to kind of ramp it up for your location.
Yeah, we just kind of have different things than them, like which are comics and sports cards, which they don't do.
And people tend to go where they know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, as long as the comics and sports cards are still doing good for you guys, that's good because that's,
Yeah.
you know, income and all that. So,
Right. Yeah. We've had quite a bit of collections coming in. Plus, we have our weekly comics every Wednesday.
very nice.
Yeah. Which there hasn't been too much that I have been interested in for new stuff though. So that's why I haven't done any, reviews on comics. I'll do like a quick short every once in a while for comics that I'm interested in that I'll read them like on Tuesday night, and then I'll talk about them. But there hasn't been too much recently.
Yeah, I have not picked up a comic in quite some time. So it's just,
Yeah, you
yeah, because of the money factor. Like it's
sure.
like, I mean, I have my house, I got these animals, I got too many mouths to feed. So I'm like,
Yeah,
what can I afford? What can't I afford these days? So
yeah. I see we got one passed out behind you, and
yeah, that's little Miss Nala. The other two are on the floor. I haven't turned my AC on here yet. So aside from the fact that they're warm, but they exercised this morning. So they're pretty much
uh,
done for the day, I hope. So
wow. Okay. Yeah, usually Nala's like all whenever I'm over there, she's like all up in my face.
yeah, yeah, I think it's right now because I think she's just hot and tired. Like, I don't want to move. It's too hot in this house. So,
Okay.
but I'll turn my AC on soon and then she'll be all up my ass and then I'll be like, girl, go away.
Right.
Typical day here at the household.
Nice. Has everything been fixed in your kitchen?
We have one, I hope one more weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, trim and we got to hang up a couple more cupboards and finish up paint. So I'm hoping
Nice.
one more
Very
weekend.
good. Congrats.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So
And then
I have what?
you have Piper
Yeah,
coming.
she's coming later today and she'll be here till Wednesday, I think. So
Awesome.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
So, little girl
Sweet.
time. So
Awesome. Enjoy that. I will let you
thank
get
you.
to that. And thank you everyone for
Yeah,
watching. Have a
thanks everyone. Hopefully we'll have another video soon.
yeah,
I don't know what I've got going on for games, but I'll keep in touch, Ben, and we'll do another video soon.
absolutely.
So
Thank you
thanks for
everyone.
letting us know how Gloom is.
Yes, check it out if you can. I know they're going to be at TeebCon, and then I will also be at TeebCon in Duluth, Minnesota, this coming weekend, the August 24th and 25th. Atlas Games will be there. I'll be there. Daryl Davey from Open Hollow Games, who
Oh, you
we've
like that
talked about.
game?
Yeah, the All Hallows Eve and Skirmish. Yeah, he's actually right next to us. I somehow they managed to put us next to each other.
Oh, nice.
I told the event organizer he better be getting a good rate on his table if he has to deal with me and Ella the whole weekend.
And where is that convention at?
It's called the DEC DCC, like the Duluth Convention Center. It's right next to where the University of Minnesota Duluth hockey team plays.
Okay. And what are the dates of the convention?
It's August 24th and the 25th.
Okay, so
It's,
anybody in that area should go definitely check that convention out.
yes. I also wanted to mention the modern event has been canceled for that. I know they didn't really post too much about it. They have flyers up in all the stores about the modern tournament, and then they canceled the modern event and didn't really tell too many people about it.
Oh
So I just
no.
wanted to mention that here on the channel. If anyone's going to, they're doing draft instead of modern.
Oh, okay. So no modern, but draft. That'll be a bummer for the modern players, but
Yeah,
people love to draft.
yeah. So there's that. There's gonna be Warhammer. There's gonna be the trading card game Ward's gonna be there, and Gerald from Open Hollow Games gonna be there. I'll be there. I'm not doing board games there. I'm just selling, but come by and say hi if you're in the area.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to let
And
us know how it goes.
I will.
All right, guys. Well,
All
thanks for
right.
tuning in. And remember to like our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and like and subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll start doing more content together soon.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.